Hello, everybody. Gbenga Olatunji here. Let us look at the expectation of the Institute for students studying advanced audit and assurance. Hey. Advanced audit and assurance. This is a course that is built upon the skill level audit and assurance course. And this is more just as it sounds advanced. So it's a bit advanced than the normal skill audit level course. So the syllabus is actually broken into 4 parts, A, B, C, D. And the A part takes 20% of the syllabus and is laws and regulations on audit and assurance engagements. Laws and regulations on audit and assurance engagements. This takes 20%, and we shall go into the detail of it shortly. The B part is accepting professional engagements and managing assignments. Accepting professional engagements and managing assignments, 15% of the syllabus. Planning takes the chunk of the syllabus and it is 40%. Planning and undertaking audit work. Planning and undertaking audit work. Last but not the least, in the major breakdown is drawing conclusions and reporting. Drawing conclusions and reporting. Let's go into the detail of the syllabus. So this is the overview of the AAA syllabus, and the 4 chunks that I just said can now be broken into 15 modules. And the first chapter is the meaning of audit and assurance. So here you are going to learn and be exposed to what audit really is and the difference between audit and assurance. What are assurance engagements and what are audit engagements, and where do they come in between, and things like that are going to be examined under the meaning of audit and assurance. Chapter 2 will be the regulatory environment. Audit actually is regulated. It's a regulated environment or regulated industry. And we are going to be learning who are the regulators, the professional body, the international body, and how audit is being regulated. How is audit being regulated? Chapter 2 will expose us to all those details. The rule-based regulation and the like. Then we go to chapter 3. Rules of professional conduct. Rules of professional conduct. Every profession has its own way of doing things and expectation to the members of the body of knowledge. So Ican or chartered accountants are not exempted from professional code of ethics and conduct. And these are the things we are going to be learning in under this chapter 3. The independence of an auditor, the independence of an auditor, we are going to learn under this. Then we move on to professional chapter 4, professional responsibilities and liability. Professional responsibility and liability. Under this topic, we are going to be examining who are auditors liable to. who are auditors liable to, and what's the degree of the liability, depending on the degree of the offense and the like. Some can fall into criminal liability, some can be civil. So we are going to learn in detail. Chapter 5 is about practice management. This deals with everything about how an audit firm or accountancy firm operates. So this gives us industrial knowledge, the expectation, the internal control mechanism within an audit firm, the quality assurance that must be in place at the firm's level, at the client's engagement level and like. All this will be learned in details. Then we go to chapter 6, right? The audit approach. Chapter 6 deals with the audit approach, that is how an auditor goes about his or her own assignment or work. That is all about the audit approach, and we are going to learn in details since the tools that the auditor will need to use in form of audit procedures, the methodologies and the like to be used will be examined. Then we move to planning. Don't forget, set planning takes the chunk. So planning and audit evidence precisely takes 40% of the syllabus. Okay, so planning, just like any other sphere of life, planning is key. And before auditor goes to the field for execute audit engagement, he or she or at the firm's level must have planned how they want to execute the assignment and the like, and it must be documented. So planning must be documented in official documents, and we must have program for each segment or caption of the financial statement we want to audit. All these and many more, how to go about it, the risk assessment and the like, are going to be examined in chapter 7. Chapter 8 deals with audit evidence. Audit evidence. Just like in law profession, there are some people that specialize in audit and evidence, evidence lawyer they call them. So audit too must have evidence and must be evidence based. Audit must be evidence based, and we are going to learn how to collect and gather information on the field, and the quality of information to be gathered will be examined, and how to keep the information will be examined. Who is responsible for the upkeep of the evidence will be examined, and how the audit evidence must be the basis of expression of audit opinion, and classes of audit opinion, types of audit opinion and the like will be examined, and many more. We move to chapter 9, which deals with evaluation and review. Evaluation and review. Before audit opinion can be expressed, it is good that auditors should evaluate and review their working papers, review their methodology, the audit procedures, and the like, and if possible, go for different stages of review, and all these will be studied. The how to review, the code review, and when they could be used, and the purposes of using one at what time will be examined. Then we'll talk about the chapter 10, group audit. the group audits. So this is when an auditor or firms of auditors come together to audit a particular group of company. So what are the rules that they must be guided with, and every other thing that surrounds group audits, the difference between group audits and joint audits and the like. All and many more will be examined under this topic. Then chapter 11 will talk about the audit related services. Audit related services. That these are couples of assurance services that audit firm can or audit practitioner can perform, and we are going to examine them, how there are differences between the audit and audit related services and the like will be examined in details. So chapter 12 deals with assurance services. Assurance services. Assurance actually simply means putting confidence on something, and we are going to examine other aspects of work in which, as practitioner, we can put assurance on information for the purpose of the end user. Chapter 13 deals with internal audit and outsourcing. Internal audit and outsourcing. So we are going to know what internal audit is, who is an internal auditor, who can perform internal audits, and can the internal audit be outsourced? What are the rules that we must be guided with if we are to outsource it? And what should we look out for if external auditor are to rely on the internal auditors' reports and work? All these and many more will be examined here, and we move on to chapter 14, reporting. As professionals, it's important that anything we do officially must be reported upon. Everything a professional does should be in black and white. That does not necessarily mean that we cannot discuss with people, have conversation, and the like. But after all is said and done, please, as professional, it's important that we document. And under the reporting chapter, all we'll be discussing and examining will be how to write audit reports, to who to write audit report, when to write it, what will be the content, the disclaimer, how auditor can qualify his opinion, and things like that will be examined. Then the last but not the least of the chapters, chapter 15, it deals with current issues. Current issues. So new things in the accounting circle will be examined in this topic. New things about the technology and the like will be examined in this under this chapter, like this COVID that is currently on and could go off anytime soon. It's another factor that necessitated current issues. So current issues will be examined under this topic, and I want to believe you've heard, and if you've not heard, even though there is going to be a change of syllabus, so new syllabus is coming up in 2021, but it's not going to affect this course. So everything about audits and assurance or advanced audit and assurance still remain as it is. So it's still very relevant anytime in the nearest future you'll be viewing this. Is a very relevant course and a very relevant topic that are examined here. So with this, Gbenga Olatunji, I will be signing off. If you've not subscribed to our channel, G James Associates, we are value to life, we are value to your business. Please click the notification button, subscribe to us, and like us.